As a VC, I would frequently talk with my partners about whether something was venture backable, aka whether it's a startup or whether it's just a normal business. And one of the qualities that we would talk about is whether you can ultimately get an outsized multiple because you are in a market that would eventually narrow into becoming oligopolistic or monopolistic. Okay, so let me explain. When Snowflake went public, they went public at over like 50x forward revenue, and then it shot up and it was going for over 100x forward revenue, which is like an insane outsized multiple where the VC's investors really made their money on that deal. Very unusual too, because if you look at SaaS revenue multiples over the last decade, they averaged about 5 to 10x. So you can see 100x, 5 to 10x. That makes like an enormous difference on the, I guess, like market cap of that company. And so how did that happen? Well, they had to be in a market that narrows such that the winners are really, really big winners and people are willing to pay those outsized multiples. This is the case, for example, with Airbnb, where they have like fairly little competition and they have very high barriers to entry. Yeah, there's Vrbo, there's like hotels.com, there's whatever, but they are the clear market leader. Versus if you think about painting as an industry, your neighbor or yourself who is very skilled at painting can always start a painting business. And so there's very low barriers to entry, so it's just always going to be a fragmented industry. The quality of that industry is one such that it won't narrow, which means that it is probably not a venture backable industry company.